REED-BBS, BBS. Jai Opetaia defends the Ring Magazine, the IBF, and the lineal Cruiserweight titles with an 8th round highlight reel KO. Opetaia stretched the undefeated and unheralded Hussein the Hurricane Cinkara. Cinkara is a 40-year-old Turkish resident of German descent whom the IBF deemed as its mandatory challenger. Number 1 contender. Opetaia improves to 29-0, 23 KOs in the 7th defense of his titles. I won't knock a man for staying busy and getting his mandatories out of the way. I won't knock him for that. Opetaia's fought 5 times now in the last 19 months, which is fantastic. We love activity, but Opetaia's last 4 opponents have been just that, opponents. Guys, just dudes out there with absolutely no chance of defeating him. None. Now, Cinkara wasn't an absolute slouch, and he even managed to stagger Opetaia in round 2. A sneaky lead right hand followed up with another right hand visibly buckled Opetaia. He was momentarily hurt, but he didn't retreat. In fact, he didn't alter or change his temperature at all. He stayed on Cinkara, even after getting rocked by him. Opetaia never played it safer. In fact, he kept persistent pressure on Cinkara, kept stabbing him to the body, and was firing off dangerous looping left hands and left hand leads to the head. Left crosses with very bad intentions. Ultimately, 40 is 40. And by the 5th round, Cinkara was visibly breathing out of his mouth. My man was like a vehicle 50 miles from a gas station with only 40 miles of fuel in his tank. In the 8th, a one-hitter quitter, left cross, a one-hitter quitter, counter left cross. It stretched Cinkara out flat on his back. Fight over. Sadly, Cinkara suffered a brain bleed, brain contusion, and a fractured C1 vertebrae, and he'll be in the hospital for observation for at least a couple days. Prayers with Cinkara and Godspeed on a full recovery, bruh. Unquestionably, Jai Opetaia is the best current cruiserweight. He's the best current Aussie land fighter, and he's a pound-for-pound talent. His talent warrants pound-for-pound consideration. At a time when the Gold Coast, Aussie, Kiwi, that flavor of fighter, the pool, the talent pool in that region has never been deeper. At a time when that Gold Coast, Kiwi-flavored talent pool has never been deeper, Jai Opetaia is its best fighter. He's their shining example of what they can be, what they aspire to be. But we have to see my man in meaningful fights. Please, 2026, meaningful fights. Please. Badou Jack is defending his WBC Cruiserweight title this coming weekend. If he wins, hopefully him and Opetaia can get something signed for 2026. Because it's time, man. I'm tired of seeing Opetaia beat up these no-hoper dudes. I mean, he's putting up highlight reel KOs, but we want to see him challenge. We want to see if that pound-for-pound talent can be realized. Zurdo Ramirez will be defending his unified cruiserweight titles in January, but he already has a date tentatively scheduled for Cinco de Mayo with El Monstro David Benavidez. So the unified cruiserweight champion is already occupied. Hopefully, Opetaia's focus can be on Badou Jack, assuming Jack defends his title this coming weekend. The mandatory defense is out of the way. That clears up all of 2026. Opetaia's, of course, promoted by Eddie Hearn, who has a relationship with Turki Al-Sheikh, who's already featured Opetaia on at least 2 of his cards. So the table is set. Let's get Opetaia some meaningful fights in 2026. Please. Jai Opetaia. Jai Opetaia. Every time I'm talking about boxing, somebody pull Jai Opetaia out their ass. REED-BBS, BBS. Black Burp Sugar. Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Television. Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.